I'm so excited that you're finally joining us. Loving the crown. It's like perfect
Thank
for everything
um,
that you can do on a daily basis.
yeah, all my friends are here. So I just want to say a quick hi to everybody at home. Thank you so much for joining and coming over to my Instagram live with One Young World. This is an amazing organization. This is Amir, and we're gonna do like a really Amir is like an unbelievable activist, and I'm so proud of the work that you're doing
Thank
with
you.
One World and for your country and for LGBT rights around LGBTQIA squared rights around the planet, honey. So I'm just excited that I get to be here with you right now. So you take it away. Take it away, you.
So I'm gonna start since we are in very special times and a very special month, both being Pride, but also a lot of inspiring movements are happening around the US. So during those protests in the US, and you've been actively encouraging people to go out and to speak up.
Mhm.
Can you tell us, the impact of staying silent and also the impact of doing something? What can that change?
Yes, absolutely. I think that the reason that everyone needs to speak up, and especially why the phrase white silence has been thrown around a lot, is because people walk around the world, and especially if you're a white person, if you're like me and you have white privilege like I do, then you are allowed to walk around the world and not see the problem as directly as someone who's born black, born with black skin. So they walk around the world, they're always treated like a black person in America. As a white person, you're not always treated like a black person in America. In fact, you're never treated like a black person in America. So, therefore, it is our job to raise the volume on the Black Lives Matter dialogue because we can walk through the world completely ignorant and not be treated any differently. And that can't be what happens. In this particular instance, if you're not part of the solution, then you are the problem. Then you are
Totally.
contributing to the problem.
Yeah, that sounds great. I think, moving on to a still similar but different topic, and that's another thing that we're facing now is COVID-19, obviously. And what kind of advice you have to LGBT plus people who are, quarantining, for example, in Iraq, often with families that are abusive or in
Mm.
temporary homes where are facing threats. I'm sure there are all kinds of similar cases in the US. What kind of advice and words of encouragement do you have to, our brothers and sisters from the LGBT plus community?
It's very difficult. And I say this all the time when people ask me questions of like, can I come out to my family? I'm 13 years old. I live in the middle of a conservative area of the world where they beat gay people. And I have to
Mm.
say to that person, I'm like, listen, you have to put your safety first. Like you
Yeah,
have safety first. And that's horrible. And it's a terrible thing to have to say to another human being. But like
yeah,
I'm never gonna year old who there was just someone who was beaten to death in his community for being gay to like come out and like walk on the streets and like go be proud. What I'm going to say is be smart, be intelligent, protect yourself, protect your heart, and then when you can get out of your current situation, make that your goal. Find a job, find people, reach out to the LGBT center in Los Angeles that I support so hard. Say, what's it going to take for me to get out there? What's it going to take for me to get out of this current situation? Make a plan, get out, and then you can live the truth that you've always wanted to be.
you are someone who overcame bullying, and you've been very vocal about that. So, what is your advice to people who are watching about how to, both during COVID, if they're quarantining with families that are bullying them, but also in schools and just in the society in general?
I just first have to apologize because I'm reading the comments as I'm talking to you simultaneously. So, like, if I'm smiling and you're talking about bullying, it's because someone said something nice in the chat.
Yeah.
Um, because I'm like, bullying. Love this subject. I actually do love this subject because I have learned some really useful tools to help with bullying. And the thing that I've learned over the years, and obviously, like, I didn't know this when I was first getting bullied. So I wish someone had told this to me. So listen up if you're young and this is your first time dealing with a bully at school or on the internet. Bullies are people that are broken. They're miserable people who are so sad and so broken in their own lives that they make it their job to reach out into your life, into your sphere, into your space, and to preach hatred and to say negative things about you. And when someone is broken and when someone is miserable and they're on the attack, the only thing that you can do is pray for them and understand that they have something going on deep in their heart and not take it personally. So that's what I have learned to do. I've learned to understand you're broken. I'm not. You need help. I don't. And by me yelling or by me engaging or me like screaming at that person, if they're a bigot and if they're coming for you and they're broken, they're not going to be ready to hear you. So I don't waste energy on that. I don't.
No.
I preach positivity and I pray for those who come for me.
Can you tell us more about the content that you're creating on your social media, both that is more entertaining but also political, and how that can, balance the negativity that some mainstream media can portray?
Absolutely. Everything that I do, my motto is shine bright like a Frankie. When people throw shade, shine brighter. And just by living my life, I've come to understand this. By me living my truth as a loud, proud, gay, makeup-wearing, glitter-filled rainbow unicorn, I am political. Because there are so many people in this country and in this world that believe that I shouldn't be allowed to do that. So by being unapologetically myself and creating content that makes people smile and laugh while I'm being silly and fun and putting on makeup and dancing around in high heels, like I'm political. Like I don't even need to try. I already am. Which is I didn't truly realize that until recently. And so I don't really think about it as much as you might think I do. I just kind of exist. Most of my content, like even Bathroom Talent Show, this silly show that I created on my Instagram at the beginning of COVID-19 was just me having ideas, literally right there. Me being like, blink. Actually, I probably dress up like Ariel and do a mermaid number in this bathtub.
Yeah.
Because why not? Because that's just Frankie. It's who I am. So that's the kind of content that I've been creating. And and as you say, like literally just being me is something that is controversial, which I think is fabulous. I think that's so, I love it. It's like, how do you affect change? And I said, by being a leader, by living my truth, and just by doing the right things publicly. Other people are like, well, if he's doing it, maybe I should do it too. And it's like,
no, totally.
Like there are people that can stand and scream from a pulpit, and there are people that can live their life quietly with honesty and integrity and still have the same effect.
No, absolutely.
So everyone do their own thing, but do it with honesty and integrity and love in your heart, and you're going to change some minds. You really are.
But I just want to thank you for all the great work that you do, both the political work, the entertaining world, which is as important, just putting and producing content that is high quality, that is positive, that is representing queer people in a positive way, much bigger than just the audience that you might have in the theater or whatever you're performing. It's, has a bigger impact than you think. And I just want to thank you for that and for joining us in this, on Instagram today.
Aw, thank you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you to One Love World and thank you to you. And keep doing the amazing work that you're doing.